Hello Darts Nutz. I'm going to do a review of the brand new out Phil Taylor Power 95 Generation 3 darts. This is the 26 gram model, same as what Phil Taylor throws, and they're a 95% tungsten dart. I bought these from Madhouse Darts and I used the Darts Nutz forum members discount, so I got them for £69.79 and it was £71.28 in total delivered. And they also came with this Target goodie bag. Let's see what you get inside here. Just a mixture of flights and stems by the looks of it. If I can get them out. So you got one, two, three sets of flights, some power grip stems and some flight protectors. So that's a little goodie bag you get. And these new Power 95 Generation 3 darts, they've got two different coatings. They've got a gold nitride and a silica nitride coating. Still got the pixel grip on though, and they've also got a new Power Shaft Generation 3. The Power Shafts have been out before obviously, but these ones have now got the silica coating on. And also this is the first time that the pixel grip has been overlaid with the silica coating. So this is the first dart with that on. As you can see, the darts are already set up inside the box, just inside the foam insert, and you've got a lifetime barrel guarantee and a guaranteed weight of 26.1 grams according to that. On the back it says the dual titanium coatings featured on this dart provide a unique tactile signature unlike any other dart on the market. The pixel grip coated with gold titanium and titanium silica at 3,500 Vickers, the hardest dart coating in the world, provide very different but complementary feels uniquely suited to the 16 times champion of the world, Phil Taylor's grip. Now, like I said, they also come with some new power shaft stems, which titanium with the silica nitride coating on. The tops are made of aluminium, so you can get replaceable tops, and they have a pinch grip. So when you put your flight in, you stick the flight in, and as you turn it, it tightens up the jaws a little bit more, just to give a little bit extra hold onto the stem, onto the flight. Sorry. So there you go, this is a little bit tighter, but I've also got these new Phil Taylor shaped flights, and they are very, very small. To be honest, I don't think I'll get on with these flights. They'll probably just be too small for me. I need something a little bit more substantial, something that gives me a bit more float. But looking at the barrels, they're a lot nicer than I first expected, and they're a lot sleeker than I thought they would be as well. I kind of got the impression they were a lot fatter than that, but it's a very nice looking dart. And it's still got the pixel grip on, and in between it's like a normal a single type slim groove grip, but then you got pixel there. But the way that the silica blends into that shaft there, it almost looks like the shaft is starting down there. So very, very neat. Now you can buy these in 22, 24 grams as well, and like I said, they're a 95% tungsten dart, but I'm a front gripper, as you know, so I'm probably not going to be gripping on this smooth section at the front, but probably around those pixels there, which is slightly front of centre. But we'll have a close look at the barrels. The barrels are fitted with quite a short silver point, and as you can see, the front of the barrel is smooth. It's got a kind of a rounded taper, and just after that section you've got this gold titanium nitride pixel grip, but it also goes right into the grooves, and around the middle you've got this just like a normal ring style grip, And then on the rear section you've got the pixel grip with the silica nitride coating. I do like the silica coating. I've tried a couple of darts with that on, and it's a very nice coating. Now every time I keep looking at that, I keep thinking that's where the stem is, but the barrel is actually there. You should be able to see the shape of the dart better there. Like I say, it's a lot sleeker than I first thought it was going to be. It does look very nice though. It's funny because sometimes when you see the pictures or the videos of them, you just can't always tell until you get them in your hands how much different they sometimes look. Well, I like the way the stems kind of blend right into the barrel though. It's very neat. And I would say grip level on the pixel grip, it's probably not as grippy as some of the pixels I've felt. I've felt a lot more grippier than that before. I don't know why it doesn't feel quite as grippy. Maybe because the edges are not as rough as it is on some others, but I'd probably call that maybe a high medium. And around the middle there it's more like a medium level. And on the rear of the barrel it's smooth, so it just keeps putting me off that. I keep thinking it's part of the stem, but it's not. But these new power shaft stems have got grooves at the base, so if you like to grip the bottom of the stems, then you can be gripping it there. Like I say, I'm a front gripper, but I'm probably going to be gripping on that bit there, which is kind of just front of centre. But I do like that silica coating, so it's pretty. It's not on the front where I grip it. These power shafts look very nice though, and if you buy these separately, I think they're about 12 quid, so quite expensive shafts them. And the thing with the tops is they're made out of aluminium, and as you know, when you get Robin Hoods it can bend the tangs quite easily, but you can get replaceable tops for about £1. And then you've got these new Taylor flights, and these are very small. I just don't think I'll be able to throw the dart very well with these little flights on, but who knows, we'll soon find out. But I think the dart feels quite comfortable there. I suspect rear gripper's gonna really like the way it feels there though, because it feels a lot more comfortable there, and with that grip you're pushing right through the middle of the dart, the weight of it. But there you go. I'll just let you look as close as I can get it, and then I'll put a picture up with all the detailed measurements on. Okay, the darts are fitted with a 26mm silver point, and as you can see the nose of the barrel is smooth and it's 10mm wide. And then you go into this pixel grip section, which has got the gold nitride coating, and that's 8.8mm wide before it gets into the middle section, which is made up of a standard ring style grip, which is 9.5mm wide. And then after that you've got the pixel grip with the silica coating, and that's 10mm wide. And then the rest of the barrel is a smooth section with the silica coating, but it's got a very gentle scallop in the middle. That's 9mm wide. Overall length is 47.35mm, and the width is 7.78mm. Let's do some measurements along the barrel. The barrel is 47.35mm, and it's obviously somewhere around here where it's going to be the widest. I'll just measure the start of the pixel grip, or somewhere near it. That says 7.68, and then I'll go to the middle. 7.78, that's probably the widest. Yeah, I think 7.78, pretty much 7.8 I would say. So 7.8, and then it starts tapering a little bit as it goes on the silica coated pixel grip, and it keeps on tapering right down to the end of the barrel. And let's see if I can get it right. It's 5.75, and that nose, it's going to be a little bit awkward to grip it, but 3.6 on the very tip of the nose. Alright, I'll just do something I don't normally do. I'll just measure these shafts, just because they're a little bit different than the normal. So if you don't include the spare, the aluminium top, the length is 22.41, and with the top added it's 32.28. And so see if I can measure the width of these flights. It looks very thin, very narrow. It's a little bit awkward to get hold of, so it's just going to be approximate. So try not to bend the flight. 25.23 millimeters. Right, let's compare the barrels then, see how they match. That one is 26.12 grams. And that one is 26.14. And that one is 26.13, so pretty close there. Just go with that very slightly heavier one. And the weight of the full setup as it's supplied is 28.47 grams, and the weight of the shaft and the flights is 2.32 grams. And I just have to do this one. The shaft by itself is 1.97 grams. Right, then I'll check the balance point. And my guess is it's going to be front of centre with nothing attached because of the way it's shaped. So just with nothing attached, it's pretty front weighted, definitely towards the front. And with the supplied setup, these are the short stems, remember. With the supplied setup, the balance is pretty much in the middle of with these ring grips, which is, I would say, pretty much the middle of the barrel. So that's the detailed look at the new Phil Taylor Power 9.5 Generation 3 darts. Let's give them a throw and see how they go. Well, as I expected, I don't think these flights suit me at all, and I was throwing it from the front of the barrel there, kind of half on the smooth taper and half on the pixel grip, and it doesn't really feel that comfortable for me to throw it from that position. Don't know why, it just doesn't feel right. May just be that I need to play with them a bit more, but I'm certain that these flights are no good for me. I think you need a precise throw like what Taylor has, and with my throw being kind of loopy and floaty, this sort of flight doesn't suit me at all. The darts seem to be flying quite quick through the air, and it's probably because there's less drag off the flights, and well, they're kind of going all over the place at the moment. Just can't really get the feel of them. I'll have a few more throws though, just to see whether I can get any better, but then I'm probably likely going to change to some standard flights to see if that makes a difference. But I kind of didn't really think they would work with my front grip anyway. Obviously they're made to suit Taylor, and he grips it on that rear section, so my guess is it's probably going to work a lot better for middle and rear grippers. But I'll just have a few more throws from there, see if I can improve on it a little bit. Yeah. It feels as if I'm kind of throwing a dart without a flight in a way. A little bit better, but they're just landing at strange angles for me. I have a couple of more, then I'll try a different grip. That's 3 times that's happened. One more throw from the front. Yeah, all over the place. And they do fly very flat. I think it's probably maybe a combination of the short stems and the very tiny flights. Just doesn't work with my front grip at all. But I will try a little bit later. I'll swap the flights over. But for now I'll just keep on trying the different grips as it is. So now I'll try the middle grip, see whether it's any better there. It feels better balanced in my fingers there, but whether it throws any better, let's have a look. Slightly better through the air though. Definitely throws better from the middle, but what's getting me is how quickly the dart is flying through the air. And I'm only quite a slow thrower in any case, so I think it's just getting used to it more than anything. But like I said, I may have to change the setup, but I'll have a couple of more throws from the middle and I'll try the rear section. One more go from the middle. Yeah, that's about the best as I'm going to get with these, I think. Obviously, after I finish the video review, I'll give them some more practice time, but they're not working for me. And I'm just going to try from the rear grip now, and obviously it's not my natural grip, so it's more than likely going to be more awkward, but I think the design of the dart is probably best suited for a rear gripper, so we'll just see how it flies. Definitely flies better from that rear. And if I was a proper rear gripper, it'd probably be doing a lot better than that. But I'm still getting kind of the dart going all over the place, but it's getting closer to where I'm aiming. One more throw from the rear. Yeah! Managed to get a treble at last, and that was from the rear, so I think it's pretty safe to say they work quite well from the rear. If you're a natural rear gripper, then it's going to work a whole lot better, and obviously that's where Phil Taylor grips it. But I don't feel very comfortable with my natural front grip on these for whatever reason. Middle grip is probably fine as well for centre grippers, but I can't really say I recommend it with the front grip. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the setup. I may just change the flights first, and then I may try changing the stems as well. But for now I'll just put some standard flights on, and then I'll see how it works with them. Right then, I've just swapped the flights for some standards, and I'll try again from my front grip and the middle and the rear just to see what difference it makes. May not make a massive difference, but it could be because I need to change the stem as well, but we'll see. Definitely flying a lot smoother through the air with these standards on. I don't know why it doesn't feel that comfortable. It could be because the point is quite short, but I kind of feel like my fingers are a little bit cramped up. I've got fairly thick fingers as well, so that probably doesn't help, but I think that's what it is. Definitely the darts are flying a lot better for me with these standards on. I'm not going to go forever because I don't want to take forever on the video, but I'll probably play with them a bit more with my normal front grip after the review. But I'm just going to try the middle grip now, see if that makes a difference with the standards on. Getting a little bit better from there, the middle. It feels a little more comfortable to hold there, but it certainly flies a lot better balance with the standards on for me. Those little flights are just, it makes the dart fly too quick, I think. It just doesn't suit my throw. Still a bag of nails though. My thumb's bleeding as well. I think I've cut my thumb while I was untwisting the aluminium tops. I'm gonna try from the rear grip then, see how it is with that, with the standards on. Again, it's a lot better balanced with the standards, and I think overall the dart is certainly a lot better balanced from the rear grip. Anyway, if you're a natural rear gripper, then I don't think you'll have any issues, but you may have issues with the tiny flights, but obviously that's something that's easy to change. But overall the dart is very good for a rear gripper. I think it feels comfortable there, and once you've got the right setup, it's very nicely balanced there. Flies a lot better there, I think, or at least it did for me. With those tiny flights on, the dart is just flying too fast for me, and it was flying flat, and sometimes it was all over the place. Obviously it's something that you can get used to, but I'm kind of got a slowish lobbing, looping kind of throw, so I think that's why the standards generally suit me. But should be fine for a middle gripper as well, but I'm not so sure about front grip. It just doesn't feel quite right for me there. But then again, it was designed with the Phil Taylor in mind, which is for rear grippers, so definitely worth trying for rear grippers and probably middle grippers as well. Now, as for the barrel itself, like I said before, that pixel grip is not quite as grippy as some of the pixel grips I've tried before, but it's still a fair amount of bite there. It's probably, I'm getting blood all over now, it's probably a high medium level of grip, but I do like the feel of that silica coating though, and I think it's a very nice looking barrel, and the way them shafts blend into the barrel, it's a really nice dart, but not for me, definitely not for me. So anyway, there's no point in me doing a slow motion shot because I don't think I'm going to throw them very good anyway. So there you go, that's the end of the review. Thanks for watching.